He says, erect Old Testament law. So then the question is going to be, what Old Testament law are you talking about? Okay. And he's going to try to tell us.
Random parts of the Old Testament law that were meant to be fulfilled in Jesus, I think that's a real problem. And if somebody say, well, how am I supposed to know? I would say, because the New Testament authors tell you. And they assume the continuity of the law of God, except where there's been a change.
So they tell us, and they assume continuity of the law unless there's been a change, which they tell us. So then I would expect that Durbin is wearing tzitzit because they never say anything about tzitzit being done away with. I would assume that Durbin is celebrating the Shabbat on Saturdays, on Shabbat, because they never say anything about the Shabbat being changed.
And Yeshua did that, as did the apostles, as did Paul.
Right.
Paul, at 18 months in Corinth.
Yeah, and while he's in Corinth, what does he do? He says, I need to get back for Shavuot. He's coming back for Pentecost. So I'd assume that Durbin's at least celebrating Pentecost, right? And Paul tells us, therefore, celebrate the festival. So that means that he should be celebrating Passover too. Now he's going to balk at us saying that you need to celebrate it in the way that the scriptures tell us to. And in the chat room, he circumcised Timothy. Paul circumcised Timothy.
Here's just a footnote. I wonder if, now again, I don't know anything about him or his church. Do they celebrate Christmas and Easter?
I don't know. I assume, but I don't know.
Because if they do, and if they do it yearly, then they are basically treating it as law, right? I mean, if they're upholding something and doing it over and over again, which creates expectation and obligation over time. And there's probably a ceremonial aspect to celebration of Christmas and Easter. And I wonder if they celebrate those on the same days as the Roman Church advocated, that our culture inherits from the Roman Catholic tradition. So is he advocating new calendar, new celebrations that are ceremonial?
Just don't do the ones in the Bible.
but because they're not in the Bible. So my question is, if this is true, where does he get these new traditions?
The chat room, Christmas is part of the new holiness code. Okay.
Well, I wonder, in terms of, is it obligatory? What if people came up to, is he arguing against celebration of Christmas and Easter? If he's coming from a Reformed tradition, we have strong, within the Reformed tradition, don't we?
Spurgeon,
Christmas.
Yeah.
So are we being honest with our weights and measures?
Oh. Don't miss any clips from Messiah Matters by clicking the subscribe button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share it so other people can see it too.